They call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And gosh, I know of one. Hey guys, Gregory here. So today we're going to be doing a really cool song. It's House of the Rising Sun, at least the version that is done by the Animals. I am going to teach it in two ways. I'm going to teach a way that sounds a bit more like the original with a kind of picking style. And then I am going to do another version, a simpler version for those of you out there who may just want a simpler version, which just involves strumming alone. So let's take a look at it. So let's start with the chords in the song. We have quite a few of them. The first chord that we have is A minor, so that is the middle finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and the 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string. And that's a 5-string chord, so we strum the 5th to the 1st string for A minor. And then we have C. Now C major coming from A minor, which we pretty much do all the time in this song. We just need to take the 3rd finger off the A minor and put it on the 3rd fret, 5th string. And then we have a C, but I'll show you as if it's its own thing, C. So to get to C, it's the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 5th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, and the 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string. And we strum 5 strings, 5th to the 1st. And then we have D major, so that's the open 4th string, the 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, middle finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string, and the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and that's a 4-string chord, so we're strumming the 4th to the 1st. And then we have F. So in this song I'm gonna teach you how to use F major 7, and I'll just call it F for the remaining of the video. It's a simple F to use. We're gonna put the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 4th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and the 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string, and we strum 4 strings, the 4th to the 1st. Try your best to really avoid the 6th string for this chord, because it really makes everything sound kind of tense, strange. We don't really want that 6th string on the F, okay? And then we have E7. So we can use E major or E7, but for this video I'll use E7. It goes middle finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, 1st finger on the 1st fret, 3rd string, and we strum all 6 strings, E7, and those are the chords we find in the song. So what I'll do now is I'll go through the main parts of the song. There are 2 main parts. I'm going to go through the chords with you so you can kind of see the structure of it, and then we'll just put the rhythm to those 2 main parts. So the chords of the intro or the interlude go A minor, C, D, then F, A minor, E7, A minor, and E7. Okay, so that is your interlude. And then the chords of the verse are quite similar. It goes A minor, then C, then D, then F, then A minor, C, and E7, E7 again, and then A minor, and C, and D, then F, then A minor, E7, and A minor. Okay, but that last A minor that I played is actually the beginning of the interlude. So the verse kind of actually ends on E7, and the interlude starts on an A minor. If you were to look at the chord sheets that I'm going to put with this video, you'll kind of see what I mean. Okay, so now we have the chords out of the way and the order of the chords as well. We're going to tackle the song in 2 ways. We have a way that sounds a bit more similar to what the song actually sounds like, which sounds a bit more like it's being picked individually. And then there's a simpler way that I'm going to show for those of you that might want something simpler, which is more of a strum. Okay, so I'm first going to tackle the harder one, a little harder, and then we get to the strumming version. Alright, so we're going to talk about the pickier rhythm rather than the strummier rhythm. Once again, it sounds like this. Right, so I like to think of this as a three-part movement that I'm doing here. What I'm doing is I'm picking the lowest note of the chord, then I'm doing a very slow strum, and then picking 3 times. Alright? Now, we need to pay attention to what the lowest note of the chord is. If, for example, we play A minor or C, the lowest note would be on the 5th string. If it's C, 5th string. If we play D or F, the lowest note would be on the 4th string. And if we're playing E, the lowest note is on the 6th string. So the first part of this technique that we're doing, we need to pick the lowest note of the chord. Okay? So I'm going to start with A minor, so that'll be the 5th string. So the first thing to do is to pick, simple enough. And then what we're going to do is we're going to follow through with a very slow, well, relatively slow strum. Now, there's a little trick to this. What I want you to try to always do for all of the chords is try to push the pick through the strings and get it to stop right on the 1st string. So we're not hitting this 1st string, but my pick is actually being stopped by the 1st string. So it's already on the 1st string for me to just pick right after. So it's pick, strum, pick. Okay? Now that's easier said than done. To kind of do this strum, normally when we strum, we just kind of swing the arm. This type of strum that we're doing here is more of a pushing kind of movement using this part of the hand. We're not really just flinging the wrist like we might usually do, or maybe even like just throwing the arm. We're actually just slowly pushing the pick through. And to kind of get the pick to move through the way you might want, you really want to angle the pick a bit more upward. That really helps the pick to just glide through. If the pick is too horizontal or perpendicular to the strings, you'll get a lot of resistance and you'll find that it might stick a lot, right? And it also sounds pretty harsh. So tilt the pick up and you're going to pick and push the pick through and try to stop the pick right on the 1st string. What it feels like for me, it feels like I'm just kind of pressing down a bit more as I get to the 1st string, and it helps me to kind of stop right on that 1st string. Okay, so I'm going to go over again. The first movement is a pick, and then we're going to strum. We can strum starting from the same bass note, and we're stopping right on the 1st string. And now that the pick has stopped on the 1st string, we're just going to pick down, up, up on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd string. So you have pick, strum, down, up, up, and that's it. Pick, strum, down, up, up. Again, pick, strum, down, up, up. Or if you want, you can try pick, strum, down, down, down. So in other words, I'm picking down on the 1st string, down on the 2nd string, and down on the 3rd string. I personally prefer the down, up, up. Okay? Right? So we have down. And it will be the same for all chords. So if I did it on D, which is a smaller chord, same thing. Pick, strum, down, up, up. Now there's one other very important part of this. When it comes to changing the chords on time, we also want to practice taking the hand off at the right moment. So if the strum goes like this, we want to actually begin to move on the last pick, meaning this one. 1, 2, 3. That one, the 3rd one. 1, 2, 3. So what you're going to do is you want to practice taking your left hand off and moving towards the next chord. So the last note that you hear is generally always open. And that'll be the open 3rd string, and it actually gives you just a moment to begin moving towards the next chord, which helps everything to sound a lot smoother. So you have pick, strum, pick, pick, open, pick, strum, pick, pick, open, pick, strum, pick, pick, open, pick, strum, pick, pick, open. Okay? Now, it is, depending on your level, a challenging technique to get the hang of, but I really want you to see it as those 4 things. We have a pick, strum, and then pick, and then open. And you want to start moving towards the new chord. So that's 4 things. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is to begin moving. Okay? I know I repeated myself a lot, but I'm just trying to stress the importance of breaking something like this up and then practicing it as one thing eventually, so that you do get the hang of it, even if you are a beginner. So let me just do a little demo for you, maybe a bit slower than I did than the start of this video, so you can kind of see it in action, and I'll talk a little bit through it. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pick, strum, pick, move, 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 pick, strum, pick, move. Okay, so let's talk about the strumming way to play the song now. It's a bit simpler and it sounds like this. Okay, and what I'm doing there is I'm strumming down, down, up, down, down, over and over, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. Now, how I strum it matters. We don't want to strum all the strings of the chord the same way all the time, because it could sound quite bland, like this. Right? What I'm doing is I'm kind of separating the lower strings and the higher strings. So I'm going to try to explain that to you now. The first down in the strumming pattern, we're just aiming for the lower strings. So if it's an A minor, the lowest string in an A minor would be the 5th string. So we're just aiming for like maybe the 5th to the 3rd, maybe like the bottom 3 strings of the chord, 5th, 4, and 3. So we have like a bassy sound basically. That's it, that's the first strum. The second strum, which is another down, we're going to strum again, but this time we kind of want to extend the strum a little bit, maybe get maybe 1 or 2 more strings. Once again, you don't have to be very precise about it. Right, we definitely want to try to maybe avoid the first. And that second down is actually a bit kind of slowed. So the first down is a kind of regular quick strum. The second one is a bit more of a roll. See? Down and roll, down, roll. You just kind of slow the hand down and roll it. Okay, and then the third strum is an up strum. So we have down, down, up. And that up, we can just aim for the higher strings. Don't try to hit all the strings of the chord. It's not necessary, because we get that high sound. So we have down, roll, up, down, roll, up. Okay? And then what follows next are 2 more downs, and we can do those 2 downs the same way we did the first down, kind of a bassy down. So we have down, roll, up, down, down. Kind of hear it in the way that I sound the strum myself. Bum, brum, bum, 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 brum, bum, bum, bum. So the last thing is, we also want to kind of practice the timing of when to move the left hand to go towards the next chord. It's a good habit, especially as a beginner, to change your left hand to the next chord, kind of coming down to the end of the strum. In this case, it would be on the last down. So I will see exactly when I'm moving my hand with the strum. So we have down, down, up, down, move, 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 right? So we have this kind of open string sounding thing in between the chords, but it sounds fine as long as we connect the chords one time afterwards. Okay, so just a little example with the strum. I'll do it a little slower and I'll play along to the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And gosh, I know I'm one. Well, that's the end of the lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. It'll help me out a lot. But until next time, goodbye.